welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I appreciate everybody being here. Just give me 1 second. Hey, French fry. Janine, Brian, I'm going to bring some news to you on Donald Trump, on what's truth, what's going on social media. But before I do, I got to make sure everything's good on my end. Bear with me, everybody. I am away on vacation right now. Well, vacation also helping homeless, and I'm around representatives. Hello, everybody, and happy Labor Day. Yes, I'm going to get into the truth when the YouTube kicks in. Everybody, the real truth. Now, I'm just a nobody, but I do meet with a lot of representatives. So when you hear the stuff here, you're getting pretty up to date information. I'm real close to the mansion here in Nevada, and they make fun of me because I still have that back east Nevada, and they laugh. And we're talking about homelessness here and what's happening, and a cyber attack. And anyhow, but I'm going to get into what's going on with Trump. Some of it is true. I will come out right now and say this. There's stories that Trump has passed away. Donald Trump, our 48th president, has lost his life. I have not confirmed that at all. These are just rumors right now flying around. We're going to get into that on this live. I just want to see how everybody's doing today. And bear with me, guys, because I don't know how good the Wi-Fi is going to be. And I got about an hour till I continue on what I have to do today. But my phone's blowing up. I was in bed about an hour and a half ago. I just got up. My phone's blowing up. Friends, relatives, Sal, what's going on? Like I know everything, right? And Maribel is almost crying. It's true. I'm on X, and Trump has passed away. Now, I'm going to get into the reports we're hearing about his hands. But before I do, hold on 1 second here. Moderators, thank you for being here, Janine. Appreciate all the moderators and everybody on here with the YouTube. Thank you. We'll get into the hand stuff. Apparently, Trump is suffering. He's going to have more blood work done, is what I'm hearing. There's Maribel in there. Trump's going to have more blood work done, I guess, this upcoming week. The hand bruising that you've seen on my thumbnail is caused by, apparently, they're going to get more. Originally, they thought it was from him shaking hands, because he shakes hands. The presidents shake hands, right? And they thought it was some problems with them shaking hands. But the sources I'm hearing is now it's some kind of could be related to some complications in the blood, possible heart problems and that kind of stuff. Because the black and blue is coming back. The black and blue continues to come back. So when you have conditions of swollen ankles, I am not a doctor. I'm just a fitness trainer, nutritionist for YouTube. I am that, and I can tell you, when your hands swell up and turn colors, it doesn't mean necessarily you have heart problems. But that's all we're hearing. Trump's doctor has said they're going to put him through blood work, according to next week. But veins in his legs influent and swollen could be true. Originally, he thought it was from shaking hands. I don't think they were lying. I think when you have a something on your arm, you go to that, you don't know. So, but now as Trump is missing, the reason he's missing, what I'm being told, what my sources are, is it's Labor Day, and there's really nothing, thank God, going on with Middle East. I mean, we do have a war going on with Russia and Ukraine. That was horrible for me, but there's just nothing going on now. He does like to be out there in the public. He does use the X, but since Thursday, what is today? Saturday morning, Maribel. My wife's on here. Thursday, Friday, no one has seen Donald Trump. And J.D. Vance. Here's where things are getting a little confusing. J.D. Vance. Hey, everybody. Let me get into J.D. Vance in a minute. Hello, everybody. Come on in. We're talking about today's topic, Trump's health. As I got the sun in my eye here in beautiful Carson City. We're about, Maribel? About 2 blocks over from the governor's mansion. This town is full with, It is Labor Day weekend, but full with representatives and senators of both sides. And, you know, it's kind of weird and quiet. A lot of stuff is going around. You know, has Trump passed away? Is Trump sick? Are they hiding something? Or is there more to it? We just don't know. I don't know, but I'm just sharing with you on the hand situation. The hand is, it's got some color. It's got some color on it. Let me see if I can bring it up. I don't want to lose everybody here. Hold on. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing I'm buying myself we're going to be doing some big changes. Well, not big changes. We're going to do some changes on here. I'm going to be getting try to get myself, I'm going to treat myself for a real good laptop so I can actually start some videos sideways and able to show you up to date when I'm talking. I like that. So, but his hands are swollen up. So I don't know about today. Now, if you're just coming in, we're talking about all over social media. There's some reports that Trump has passed away. There's some reports he's just ill. He doesn't want to be out in the public. There's other reports that he's just taking a break. I could tell you this. Welcome in, everybody. As a personal trainer and with HD TV, 4K TV, and being around physicians. I'm not a doctor, but I am a certified personal trainer and nutritionist. I can tell you this. Trump does need to lose a little weight. I'm being honest. And guys, I am a Trump supporter. You all know that. But, you know, I don't know why other channels don't just come out and say that. I don't know why, but they can run their own channel. Trump needs to lose weight. Does it mean that because he's heavy? Something, I mean, I'm not heavy, and God forbid I can pass away tomorrow. But he is heavier. You can see him gaining weight. And I'm not saying he's a beast, but he's gaining weight. We can see it. And the jacket's trying to hide it. I just want to throw that out there. And that doesn't mean he is dying. It doesn't mean that he's sick. And it doesn't even mean that he passed away. But you know, what happens is these Democrats and social media and conservatives, what happens is this. I'll read some comments in a minute. With all this social media, X and Twitter and YouTube and all on Facebook, once somebody says, well, his hands don't look good. Okay, it's black and blue. They don't see Trump. Boom, things spread. The president's not with us anymore. Even with Biden, we all knew that Biden's health, I'm not going to get on to Biden, but we all know Biden's health was bad. And I wish him well. I'm not a Biden supporter. I do wish him well. You know, I remember there was rumors with Biden that he was, we knew his mind wasn't there, but there was rumors that he, remember? See, everybody has a short memory. Remember, they're like, oh, Biden's not with us anymore. So it's just the way our social media is. I'm not knocking reporters. I'm not knocking any other channel, but that's what it is. I cannot confirm that Donald J. Trump has passed away. There is nothing out there saying that. All we know is Trump has some black and blue around his hands, swollen around his ankles, that they have seen with photographers, and the doctor, Trump's doctor, have said we're going to get some more blood work done and make sure that our 48th president is up to date and in good health. Now, they're saying he is in good health, but we'll have to find out. Now, there is no public events for 3 days. Okay, there is no, let me repeat this, guys. Hello, Mike. There is no public events for the next 3 days. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Labor Day, no public events. So maybe we're just overreacting. And, you know, people are saying, well, how come Trump doesn't come out and say, hey, I'm fine? Well, I don't know. I'm sure Caroline Levitt will come out. I'm sure somebody come out. But let's talk about J.D. Vance. Should we talk about J.D. Vance? Here's why this story went like this, Maribel. Maribel, you still there? J.D. Vance said something. You know when I say people fumble the ball? Man, I fumble the ball a lot. I'm not perfect. And we know that Trump fumbles the ball. Each and every one of us, I know we're not presidents, we fumble the ball. Sometimes we say stuff that we shouldn't say, but we are human. J.D. Vance in the media, again, I wish I had my TV. He said this, I quote, hold on. J.D. Vance was asked by a reporter on Trump's health. And J.D., I quote, says this. J.D. Vance says, if something happens, thank you, Maribel, if something happens to our president, I am ready, suitable to step in and be the president of the United States. Well, here's my problem. You guys can leave me your comment. Please, please disagree. For me, for me, I'm getting old. I don't think J.D. Vance should have said those words. I think what J.D. Vance should have said is, as far as I'm concerned, Trump's health is perfect. Thank you for being here. And that's it. We know that he's fit to be there. That's just my opinion. Go Birds, James. Thank you. So that's just my opinion. And you guys can disagree with me. You guys know that. Even my mega, even my moderators, I have no problem with it. But for me, I think he should have said Trump's health is perfect. But so now stay with me. So now I'm gonna read some comments. So now when he was asked the question about Trump's health, he should have said, well, Trump's health is perfect. How's everybody doing? Da, 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 da. Don't say I'm ready to jump in, because when you say I'm ready to take in, now the media goes nuts and they start doing this, right? And they start trying to put stuff together. Well, his hands are swollen, his ankles are swollen. We haven't seen him in 2 days. At that time, it was 1 day. What's going on, right? Hey, Debbie. So I think that maybe J.D. Vance, I'm not crucifying him for this, and I'm not saying he's wrong, but I think that's what opened up the doors. But again, if you're just coming in on this Saturday morning, we have, wow, only 8 likes? We have 348 in his chat. Give me some love, guys, as the YouTube algorithm does help out. If you guys enjoy these lives, as Maribel says, my wife and other moderators, only if you like, only if you consider, if you enjoy, hit the like. So it does help out the YouTube algorithm, so I can continue giving you my views on politics, up-to-date information, and that kind of stuff. I am here on a little vacation, a little getaway, and also maybe see if I get an opportunity to help out some homeless in the Reno area. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Red Robert, thank you for being here. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't even going to come on today until later on, but I know that a lot of people get confused and the truth. And I can tell you this: if you're just coming in, Trump is not. As far as my reports, Trump is still with us. He has not passed away. I haven't heard any confirmation. And this area is full, as my wife can witness. We're in Carson City, Nevada. It's full with politicians. I'm sure if something was wrong, they would have slipped it out today. So Steven says Trump is the best. Janine, thank you so much. Yeah, 16 likes. Appreciate it, guys. It does help out the YouTube, not just my channel, our channel, all channels. If you don't hit the likes, then, it just doesn't bring out more audience that comes into the channel. So appreciate you guys being here. So when I see like 300 in here and only 10 likes, so thank you. Yeah, we don't know right now. There's the word's getting out there now. The word's getting out there where I'm at, Carson City here. Ooh, is Trump dead? Is he sick? Is he alive? We haven't seen him, this, that, whatever. But social, back before we had social media, we didn't have this problem. Right now we have social media, all this AI stuff. I mean, people can make up AI and make like that Trump is deceased, and it's simply not true. Simply not true. John says he's golfing. John says, I heard he was golfing too. I heard he was golfing. I heard his golf game was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I heard the same thing. Although, John, thank you for bringing that up to us, John. Appreciate you. Although with the golfing, they haven't showed any photos of that either, him golfing. So I think that's the problem. But not, see, just if he is golfing, assuming he is conversation, he's golfing, he's okay, right? They might not want anything out there. So there's a lot of stuff out there we just don't know. Jamie says, is Biden still alive? As far as I know, Biden's alive, who's got, some cancer. Wish him well. That's a great comment. We all need, read this comment. Mike, who's on vacation himself, we all need time out. I was just on vacation. You're on vacation. Trump needs a little vacation. Mike, thank you. Everybody needs, when you're working, particularly the president, but like Mike says, everybody needs a little time off. Everybody needs a little time out. And when you're the president of the United States, and things are going so fast because Trump is trying so fast to get a lot of things done. There's always that threat to lose the House. And if you are a conservative on here and things are going well, you want to keep the House. So he's trying to speed things up. Sometimes I think when you go too fast, you make errors, right? So, maybe it's time for him to step back and just kind of rest. And if it's true, and it looks like it's true, his hands are like swollen up in black and blue, But like John said, if he's out there golfing, it seems like his health is probably. If something was wrong with his health, now we haven't got any confirmation that he's golfing. I heard he's golfing too, but if he is, then I would think that he's not that serious. He might have some problems that they want to look into with blood work. That doesn't mean he's not going to be with us next week or the next days. We'll have to see how this rattles up. He is what, 79 years old? These things have happened to every president, but now with AI and there's so much hate on Trump. There's just so much damn hate on Trump. These things are even worse. Thank you, Stephen. Have a good day. Be safe out there. Appreciate the likes on this Saturday morning. If you just come in, we're just talking the truth. There's a lot of YouTubes out there. I'm not knocking anybody's channel. Facebook and X and Twitter and this, that, whatever, saying that Trump might not be with us anymore because he has taken off a couple days. Because there's just nothing in the going on right now. No public events at all. There's no public events at all. So when you don't have any public events, and once again, if you're just coming in on this Saturday, God bless everybody. And you have a hands black and blue, and they haven't seen him around the White House, then people's minds say, oh my God, he's passed away. I cannot confirm that at all. And I would think it's not true. Hello, Mario. Yeah. I mean, here's the deal, too. People, guys, real quick. You see his mind. I can tell you this. His mind is sharp. On a 1 to 10, Trump's mind's a 10, right? I'll say this again. He's fumbled the ball a few times with the Epstein files, this, that, whatever. We all do. But his mind is perfect. His complexion looks good. I know he keeps himself with some tans, spray tan, whatever it might be. He's a big man. He does need to lose a little weight. I'm not being critical. I'm being honest. He probably can lose about 20 pounds. He is the president, but that doesn't mean he's ill, and that doesn't mean he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke. So he has a few burgers here and there. If there was any indication that there was something wrong, he'd be stumbling. I mean, we see how Biden was stumbling, right? He doesn't stumble, and I am talking a little low because there's people around me. I'm outside at a hotel here in Carson City. He hasn't been stumbling. I look at his eyes. His eyes are pretty focused. You look at when he presents the media, and you watch how he moves his head. So I'm going to say he's fine. I'm going to say that Donald Trump is okay. He probably just needs to evaluate and get his blood checked and find out why his hands are swollen up and his ankles are swollen up. He might have some problems there. He might have to check out his heart. But anyhow, yes, I just wanted to come on live and bring up this information. It's crazy because right now, if you type it in, it's nuts how these people are putting him like in a hospital bed or showing him being carried out. I cannot confirm any of that at all. Oh, wait a minute. Something's coming in right now. Hold on, guys. I got a message coming in here. Yeah, they're just saying what we're saying, that there was a photo of Trump playing golf. So I can't confirm that. I don't again, I don't have that photo I can slide in here. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that are Democrats who are hoping, and that's a shame, right? They're hoping, and there's some sick people, that Trump is not with us or is ill, because there's people who don't like him, right? So there's going to be people out there on social media and on here and on the lives. They're going to say, well, we're really hoping that Trump. I mean, I heard this one YouTuber. I would never mention his name because that's not me. And he's a Democrat. Or he sounds like a Democrat. And he was just, the way he was talking, I'm surprised that YouTube didn't. I mean, he was just, I can't even repeat the stuff he was saying. He wasn't just saying disagree with all Trump's the policy, the tariffs, and calling them different names like the king. He was really, this YouTuber, man. Again, I would never show it or bring it up. Man, he was either having a bad day or he really hates Trump. That worries me, because one thing, hating Donald Trump and saying some things, and it's your channel, do what you want, but he was really, really blasting Trump and hoping that these things were true and saying it over and over. So he didn't just say it once, he said it 10 times, I counted. I hear you, Mario. Great comment. All right, I'm gonna read some comments here. Mario says, I love my USA. Love my tea with lots of ice. Yeah, I can't confirm any of the kidney disease or anything like that, but thank you for your comment. We can't, none of us are doctors here. We don't know the truth. All we know, I'm giving you what I'm hearing from some sources. He's going to get some blood work done in the next couple of weeks or next week, because the swollen on the hands are coming back in the black and blue. And I don't want everybody to look at their hands today and say, oh my God, my hands are black and blue, something's wrong. Even if your hands are black and blue, it doesn't mean you have any serious problems, but enough to go to the hospital or doctors, right? And there's sources and reports that his ankles are swollen. And that could be a circulation. That could be as simple as some bad circulation and treatable and off and on, right? And it can also be as serious as some heart problems, right? So that's all we know. That's all that's being reported from Trump's campaign. That's it. I will say this, Caroline Leavitt, she was speaking that it wasn't, how do I put this? She was speaking like it was no big deal. I agree, but she probably should have came out and said it's a condition that doctors are going to look into. Anyhow, that's where we're at today. Let's see here. So we have 326 in and only 23 likes according to Maribel. Number 3 in the chat. Yeah, that's pretty sad itself right there on this live. Only 24 likes, but hey, to each his own, and some people just want to come across and hear what's going on and go on to the next live, and that's fine. But if that is true, if you like the content, hit the like, because the only thing you have to do in life is to pay taxes and be with the Lord. But it does help out our YouTube channel to hit the like. Thank you. All right. Yeah, so we have some comments on here that, people get high on this because they don't like Trump. And by the way, if you're just coming in my channel and you don't like Trump, that's fine. That's fine. But let's not wish harm on Donald Trump. Let's not wish harm on former committee president / aka Biden or Clinton or Bush or anybody else. They were the presidents, whether they're the worst president, the best president, a mediocre president, you voted for president, or anybody else on here, because we are all humans. And it's one thing disagreeing, but use your mind when you say some of these terrible things. All right, let's move on here. So we are on a Saturday, happy Labor Day weekend. Hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves, maybe barbecuing. We are in Carson City, ready to go to Virginia City, enjoy Lake Tahoe. Yesterday I put a couple beautiful photos up of the lake, and it was a really nice getaway here from being in Las Vegas. That's very hot. I am here about a mile away, actually two blocks over from the governor's mansion, where the governor holds press conferences, and some of the governors sleep there, Governor Lombardo. And again, people around this area, some people were saying that these are just rumors. Most people are saying they're rumors, but there's others who are believing these rumors. What are we talking about today? We're talking about Trump's health. Could Trump be not with us anymore, unalive? And that's what we're discussing, as there's no public events for the last 3 days, and Donald Trump According to reporters, his hands are swollen up in black and blue, and they are correct, but nothing more than that. And his feet are swollen up. There's other reports saying that he's been slagging. I don't see that. Do you guys see that in the chat? Yes or no? I don't see Donald Trump walking slower. He's walking the way the Secret Service wants him to walk. So you might see a president slow down and go a little faster, if that's common. When a president falls, like Biden, not once, everybody trips and falls, right? We all can trip as we get older. But Biden used to trip over and over and over and over and over. Trump has not fallen or tripped. He has slowed down, but that's due to the Secret Service. They might see something, hear something, so they'll tell him to slow down. You'll see him do this. You'll see him do this. That's because they're Secret Service, and they try to take Trump's life multiple times. They try to assassinate Donald Trump. So that's just all common. All right. Yeah, there's just a lot of people out there. I'm looking at some comments, I'm hearing some comments, and there's people I know, and they're even friends of mine, are hoping that all these things are true, and that's horrible of itself. But again, if you're just coming in, I think another reason why this is blowing up is because the question was asked about Trump's health to J.D. Vance, our vice president. He's doing a great job, by the way. He is doing a fantastic job. And J.D. Vance says, I quote, if something would happen to Donald Trump, I am ready to step in. Now, a lot of people say there's nothing wrong with that, Sal. I say there's not, but today's media, when you say those things, can open up a door, particularly when Trump hasn't been seen. So I think J.D. Vance probably behind closed doors would have been and probably said, oh, why did I say this? He says, I'm ready to step in. So he says those words, I am ready to step in. You don't see Trump, Dizzy. Then not you guys, but some Democrats, some Republicans would say, whoa, wait a minute. Holy shit, he's ready to step in. Whoa, what's going on? Because we don't read everything, right? All we do sometimes we listen. I'm not knocking anybody, including myself. We just hear stuff. Oh, he's ready to step in. His hands are black and blue. His feet are down. Oh, he missed the press conference. He didn't miss any press conference. He's not playing golf yesterday. He's not with us anymore. Then he start hearing social media, X. And it's not true. Simply not true, or nothing's confirmed. Nothing's confirmed yet. Now, I'm sure I would be very surprised if they don't hold some kind of a press conference today, only because of the fake news. So I would be very surprised that, you know what? I would think maybe Trump would even come out today and come out with his hat on after a golf game, after a hamburger. I'm fine. My hands are swollen up. We'll get some more blood work or whatever, you know. So, but that's the way it works. But again, if you're just coming in, doctors said they're going to consider some more blood work. And the only reason they can consider more blood work is because it's swollen in his hands. Originally, we reported because of his hands swollen up because of shaking hands. Now they kind of said, well, maybe that didn't help. But they're thinking now that the swollen's coming back a couple different times now. Maybe there's something going on with some fluid or something like that. And could possibly be something they might have to take a closer look on his heart. But that's all we know. Trump hasn't not been seen because there's no public events. Once again, if you're coming in here, we've been on for 30 minutes. Trump has not been seen other than a couple photographers getting him playing golf today. So he could be out there playing golf. I haven't seen those photos yet because I've been live for half an hour. But some people say, yes, he is playing golf. I cannot confirm that, guys. So I don't want to say he's 100% playing golf. But I'm hearing that he is. And if he is playing golf, then I would think that it's not too serious, right? Because if somebody who's really sick, they're not going to be playing golf. You know, being out there in the sun. Susan, thank you for that comment. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. I hear you, Carl. Absolutely. How about those birds? Like in the shirt, we're ready. Are we going to repeat? Are the Eagles going to repeat? I think they will. I think they will. Go Birds. Somebody says he's not playing golf. We don't know. Somebody said he's in the hospital. Subscriber said he's in the hospital. We don't know that either. I'm not hearing anything about him being in the hospital. So, but I can't say he's playing golf either. I'm doing this live, and I'm on vacation. I don't have no TV, so I can't, Stacy Smith, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for your comment. I mean, you guys we're all watching him on TV, right? And with HD and 4K TV, I don't see any indication. Now, people, God forbid, I think I'd look okay. I could pass away in an hour. I mean, anything could happen, but I don't see anything on Trump showing he's lost. His mind is sharp. Matter of fact, I'm going to go real strong here. It's the sharpest mind I've ever seen. His color looks the same. I mean, and you guys can make fun of his color. His hair looks the same. He's thinning out a little bit. That's what men do. But he is a little overweight. Me being a personal fitness trainer, I've said this multiple times on here. I wouldn't say he's a beast, but it's hard to tell. He has a suit. I would say he probably can lose 20 pounds, but that doesn't mean he's ill, right? And I'm not calling anybody out, but he knows that. Trump probably knows that. I'm sure Trump wants to hire a personal trainer, so he can call me up. But that doesn't mean he's ill. It doesn't mean he's sick. But we'll keep an eye on this whole thing. Let's pray for him and hope him the best. Now, again, reports that he is playing golf. I cannot say yes or no because we're doing this live. I haven't seen anything showing that he's playing golf. And then I think a subscriber or somebody said that he's in a hospital. We can't confirm either one. I would assume he's not in a hospital. I would almost say I'm pretty confident he's not in the hospital. All right. I hear you, Mario. Hey, thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate the 35 likes. We have 289 in here and 35 likes. Nothing's adding up on this one. Nothing's adding up. I understand you got a lot of people come in and just go through the vertical live and go on to the next one, but 35 likes is pretty sad. Hey, Labs, how are you? French Fries was in here a little bit.
I wouldn't mind getting some face sunscreen anyway.
Appreciate you guys being here on this Saturday morning. No likes for you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dizzy. Appreciate you. As people are coming out of the hotel, everybody seems okay. Nobody's too much concerned about the president, Trump. I think a lot of people know if it was something serious by now, we would have heard. Somebody would have been out there saying it's something. Somebody said nobody cares. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. 39 likes. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. I know a lot of people are hoping that Trump is sick or Trump is not with us and just don't like Trump. It's one thing not liking Trump and not caring about Trump and hoping that your Democrat will take over in 2028. Probably not going to happen because there's no Democrats out there who are really helping the policy and who are coming up with something that's better than Trump. So I'm going to make a strong comment here. The Democrat might be done for a very long time, but I understand not liking Trump. People out there just don't like him. But to call, look, I will say this. My mom is a moderate Democrat. She does never wish harm on Donald Trump. She just does not agree with policies. That's what she's, hey, Jim Rat. And there's a lot of people out there who just don't care for Trump, but never would wish anything. Just like myself, I would never wish anything on Barack Obama. I never support him at all. And I would congratulate when he did try to do something. And same thing with a committee that was not run by President Biden. It was run by a committee, but he was still the president. I would never wish harm on President Biden. But that's me. But there's a lot of people out there just upside down. And they got so much hate in themselves And that's what happens. All right, let's continue on here. Somebody says you're full of shit. Thank you. All right. Hey, Richard, how are you, Richard? Shit happens. I'll probably go have a beer. Go have a beer. What do I think about Puerto Rico? What's going on in Puerto Rico? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 times you said it. Coors is good. Epstein, plenty of lives on the Epstein files. I was actually going to talk about that, but I wanted to come on and try to give everybody up to date on what's going on. Positive 26. Welcome in. Trump is done. Lemon J, how are you? Oh, my internet's internet? Oh, your internet. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people, yeah, great comment there. I read that. My groceries aren't going down. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys being in here. A lot of haters. That's fine. A lot of haters in life in general, but I wish them all success. People sometimes just wake up in a bad, look, people wake up in the wrong side of the bed sometimes, that's fine, but then there's people who wake up in the wrong side of the bed every day, and then that's a problem with themselves. Mickey, how are you? Gas is down. Beautiful day here in Carson City, where there's a lot of different sources and people on social media saying that Trump has possibly is deceased. I will share this, that I have not confirmed any of that. I think it's just all kind of fake news. But why it's fake is, and I'm not calling out J.D. Vance, I think he's doing a great job. J.D. Vance was asked to comment, and how is Trump's health? And then J.D. Vance says, if something would ever happen to Trump, I'm ready to step in. Now, a lot easier to say there's nothing wrong with that. I say the same thing, but sometimes in today's media, when the vice president says, I'm ready to step in, with his hands being swollen up, I've said this multiple times, and you read some sources that he's ill, then you already assume that something has happened. No, J.D. Vance is just saying I'm ready to step in. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. And some people are saying he's in the hospital. Some are saying he's sick in his bed at home in Mar-a-Lago. I mean, some are saying he's playing golf. I would say C. He's probably playing golf. But I can't confirm that either, because I'm doing a live and I'm on vacation and I don't have a TV. So I'll have to leave it up to you guys. Is there anybody on here in this chat, I'm not holding you to it, can confirm that Trump is playing golf? Anybody at Mar-a-Lago or anywhere else? Mini-Me, how are you? Can anybody confirm that Trump, or seen anything, have seen it, not just read it, have seen that he's playing golf on this Labor Day weekend? Has anybody can confirm that? Anybody? Sal, I can drive down there, my friend, but it'll take you 6 hours. Yeah. So until we see him, look, let's just do this. Until we see Trump, then, we'll leave it at that. Until we actually see photos that he was playing golf, but he might not want it. But again, guys, on this Saturday morning, welcome in here. If you're just coming in for the first time, if you can, only if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe, as it helps out our YouTube algorithm. And at the end of the day, we help out the homeless on here. That's what we do at the end of the day. And 100% of the proceeds, we pass it, forward it on to the homeless people. We fight homelessness in Nevada. and particularly in Las Vegas. So thank you so much for coming in here and liking and sharing my short videos. I have lots of short videos out there on helping the homeless. Every now and then I'll throw some fun video of I had one yesterday I put on just for a little fun of a duck and a cigar. So help the channel out when you can. Thank you. Randy says Eagles suck. That's fine, Randy. We won a Super Bowl. We won a couple too. Appreciate you. Thank you, Mike. I'm reading another comment here. So much hate. A lot of people hate Trump, huh? And that's fine. I mean, that is your right. And Trump would say the same thing. But to hate on him is one thing, but to wish him not to be here, unalive, that's sad. For me, that's sad. And it's sad for any president. Glorabell coming through with a $10 super chat. Enjoy your vacation. Go Eagles. Shout out to Glorabell. High five, fist bump. Thank you, Glorabell, for the donation and helping out the homeless. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very nice. Mega cuts. Yeah. Mini-Me says evil hates Trump. Yeah, I mean, I can never understand that. I'll go back to Barack Obama. Remember when Barack Obama was trying to get bin Laden? There was a lot of people on Republican sides too, and both sides saying, well, still hoping that he didn't catch him because they didn't like Barack Obama. So we see it on both sides. I was like, I don't support him, but let's capture him. And there was reports that Biden was not with us before, remember? And I was like, well, you don't hope that. You don't want to. He is your president. You don't want. How could you want that? Very sad on how people think sometimes, but that's the society we live in. Again, if you're just coming in, there's no confirmation that Trump is deceased, and there's also no confirmation that he's playing golf. All we're hearing, he did play golf today. There's no photos, but I would say this: if something happened to Trump today on this Saturday, what is today? The 30th, I think. Is it the 30th? I've lost track. If something would have came out on the Saturday morning, Labor Day weekend, by now we would have an answer. They would not. They would come out and say, unfortunately, we have lost the 48th president. So, and I'll go a little farther. If there was something serious that they transport him to a hospital or his doctor's with him, they would come out with a short press conference, the 30th, thank you, Mike, and said, hey, his health has declined. We wish him the best, and that kind of stuff. August 30th, thank you. So there's nothing, once again, thank you for the donation, Glorabell, with the $10 donation to help out the homeless. We appreciate Glorabell, help sponsoring today's live. If we would have heard any kind like that, I'm sure we would have heard the press conference. I would even go farther. Let's just say his hands are really black and blue today. I'm not saying they are. They would come out and say, look, we know a lot of you are worried about our 48th president, Donald J. Trump. He has some bruising on his hand. We're doing the best we can to get the bruising down, and he'll be watched by the doctor, and he will not be playing any golf or something like that. I haven't heard any of that. Have you guys? Nothing. They would not keep that from Donald Trump, Biden, Clinton, or any other president in the past. Reagan, Nixon, any of them. In modern history, they would have came out and told the American people what's going on. So I would assume that Trump is still with us, that Trump is doing really well, for the exception of maybe a caution on the fluid. Possible fluid that's developed on his ankles and his hands. Now, I haven't seen his ankles. They are saying ankles. Who are they? Photographers. All we know is on the hand. And that he put some makeup to cover it up. I cannot confirm that either. Okay, because I see his hands. If there was makeup there, you wouldn't see the black and blue. So it's just this fake news that's coming out with these lies. It's lies. Almost. The only thing that's not a lie is hands black and blue. That's it. Patricia. You know what, Patricia? High five, fist bump. Absolutely. I'm getting old, Patricia. You can laugh. I'm getting marks. I mean, look at these marks. So it could be simple as getting old, and it could be as serious, could be some heart problems. But even if he did, conversation. Let's say he's got some problems, I'm just saying this. Conversations, guys. This is only me. Even if he did, it doesn't mean he's dying. But I can't. And again, if you're just coming in, for me, he's got, I'm a fitness trainer, I'm a nutritionist, and you can hide a lot with suits on. He needs to lose a little weight. I need to lose a little weight. I'm a personal trainer. But it doesn't mean he's sick in any way. And by the way, I can tell you this. There's people that are heavy who live to be 100 years old. And there's people like me who'll be 59 years old in about a week or two, and I can die tomorrow. And I don't consider myself to be in great shape, but so, live your life. But when you're the president, you want to be in probably better shape. Let's be honest. But again, if you're just coming in, I don't think I would say that Trump is still with us. I know a lot of people were hoping to hear me and other people say that he's not with us because there's a lot of hate. Again, my mom is a Democrat and she doesn't like Trump, but she would never, ever say that. The first thing she said to me is, he's our president. I don't support a lot of things he's doing. She does support that he closed the border. She's a moderate Democrat. She does support that he's keeping us safe. She just doesn't like a lot of things he's doing with the tariffs and things like that. And she's a moderate Democrat, but she would never hope that he's not unalive. For YouTube, I got to say unalive. I can't say the other word. So, welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. And for those who do hate Trump, that's fine. Who am I to say to like him? Who the hell am I? But I will tell you this. You got to get that out of our minds when it comes to not just presidents, vice presidents, senators, family members, friends, to wish that. I can't sit here and tell you not to, but to have that wish that you hope something would happen. Sometimes you need to look yourself in the mirror or put some cold water in your face. But to hope that and wish that is simple. Now, if you wish that Trump's not president, well, then you vote against him. If you don't like Trump as president or a Republican to be president, then vote Democrat, right? And if you're a Republican and you want to continue with a J.D. Vance or a Marco Rubio or somebody else, then what do? You vote Republican, or So that's how you put in. And, Trump won because he won on a landslide. He was Rocky Marciano. He won in the first round. And he could have destroyed Biden in that debate. But Trump has a heart. Now, this is going to go over everybody's head because my little bit of psychology. Trump could have buried him in that debate. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, he did. He could have buried him. When they start talking about the golf game, and they were both of them were acting like kids. I call it as it is. Both of them were going back and forth. We don't care about your golf game. Trump stopped and said, hey, let's grow up. Basically, he could have buried him. He won the election. He beat Kamala Harris. She had no clue about Americans. She didn't care about us. That's why people voted for him. They don't care about immigrants. A lot of people think they care about immigration. No. They just want them to come over so they can set up them being illegal or being legal citizens to vote. They don't care about the borders. They really don't care about crime until something happens, like Nancy Pelosi's husband, who did not deserve that. So the only time they care about crime is when something happens to their family. They don't care about homeless, because I work with homelessness. They don't care. Some of the people that I work with, Democrats, do care, but they don't care. Okay, and some Republicans don't either. So what you see is what you get here, but they don't care. All right. The only thing they care about is their pockets. To get in, they come in with a certain amount and come out, majority of them, and this is on both sides, with more money. So, Debbie, how are you, Debbie? No, if Kamala was president right now, Debbie, and good to see you, and thank you for the membership, Debbie. In a situation that we have right now with Russia, Ukraine, and Iran, and taking out their nukes, we'd be in some serious trouble right now with her, and that's why people voted for Trump. He won the people's votes, and there's people today who voted for Trump who don't like him, but they knew At that time, it was the best thing for America, and I still think it is. All right, let's continue on here. Bring back Bush. Not for me. He was not a good president. Okay, Glorabelle, who's holding the #1 top fan and who also donated money on this channel. Thank you, Glorabelle. Sorry, haters. Trump is playing golf this morning. That's confirmed. Is it confirmed? Matthew says Trump is doing actual work. Mark, wasn't that a rap song, Marky Mark, or a rap group? Trump and I are playing golf. It's on X, okay. So Glorabelle says it's on X. What's on X? Trump is playing golf. Trump's okay. If Trump was ill, I don't think he'd be playing golf. If Trump was ill, he'd probably be resting somewhere. You know, either at a hospital or at his house or in the White House, somewhere, right? So it's been confirmed. So all this early morning talk on the 30th of August, on Labor Day weekend, of Trump not with us anymore, all lies. Fake news once again. I'm not going to call CNN out on this one, though. I'm not going to call CNN out on this one. This is X and other social media platforms. And if he is playing golf, that's fine. He needs a break. Just like Mike N, who's our who's our moderator on here, who works hard in his job. We all need breaks. So, president needs a break to play golf. Right? Obama used to. They all do. They all have their hobbies. So, that's good to hear. Thank you for sharing that information with us, Glorabelle, and others on here that he is playing golf. It's on X. But I know a lot of people, once again, thank you for the likes, 59 likes, would come on here this morning and other lives and hoping that Trump would be unalive or sick. Well, it's not true. And you don't have to like Trump, but I can't tell you what to do, but to have that kind of hate on you as an individual, it's not good for you. It's not good for your health. It really isn't. A lot of you are saying, yes, it is. It's not. It's just not good. You don't have to support him. You don't have to support a Democrat, but it's not good to wish harm on that situation, on the president. Well, it's getting warm here. Here, where am I at? Carson City. Getting warm. Trump supporters are the biggest haters, somebody said. Somebody said Trump has had a stroke. Reading comments. Just for YouTube, I'm reading comments. Democrats are insane at this point. We got some MAGA in here. How many MAGA we have in here today on this Saturday? How many MAGA? Where's the MAGA? We still have MAGA or no? Rick, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm MAGA. We got some MAGA. Debbie, I'm here. I'm MAGA. Some thumbs down. That's fine too. That's fine too. As they say, to each his own. New York Post, which is a good source, reporting he's alive and well after online rumors. Thank you. There you go. He's alive and well after online rumors, just rumors. And because he was no public events, sometimes there's just no public events, guys. Sometimes you just don't have a sports game. So, I mean, there's nothing, thank God, going on bad, and there's just no public events. And you see some swollen on his hand, and you read this, you read that, in Italian, and you think that somebody is not with us anymore. So, but that's social media. You know, but I would never call a YouTube channel out at all, because who am I? But when they say that he is confirmed and he's not with us, that's not good. Now, if they come on and say what I'm saying, and then they follow up and saying they wish, that's not right either. You think it is? Well, people to say that, I think it's just all right. Mega strong. I think he's doing well for 79 years old. He's tall. I've said it. I'll say this one last time. He probably can lose a few pounds. I'm certainly sure he's worried about his hand. I'm sure they're going to get that controlled. And that's about it. And just pray for him if you believe in prayers. And if you, I was going to say if you support Trump, everybody should pray for him. You know why? He's the president right now, and I couldn't imagine anybody else. I mean, J.D. Vance would do a good job, but imagine Nikki Haley, or imagine a Democrat president, or even imagine another Republican at what we're in right now. He's made peace. Guys, real quick. Thank you for the 63 likes. Appreciate it. He has made peace. Okay? He hasn't solved the war in Russia and Ukraine. He didn't get us into this war. And he's tried everything possible to go to Alaska, to meet with Putin, approach him first, big handshake, speaking of handshake. He's done everything. He's cleared up the borders, accomplished. Okay? Gas prices down, accomplished. Okay? Peace everywhere, accomplished. Taking out nukes in Iran so you guys can continue enjoying yourself, going out to eat, enjoying your family, and being safe because they were ready to destroy America. Accomplished. Okay? Tariff tax is being accomplished because nobody else has tried this. By the way, Hillary talked about it. Nancy Pelosi has talked about it. Bill Clinton has talked about tariffs. They never had the balls to, excuse me, ladies, to actually do it. They're all scared of their legacy and what can happen. He is a businessman. He goes forward. He's positive. He speaks very clearly. Has he fumbled the ball? Yes. But he's almost perfect as a president. Almost. All right. I couldn't imagine anybody else at the present time doing as well as he could, in my opinion. He's just blessed from God to read people, read situations, and as somebody said a little while ago, I think it was one of the moderators or somebody on here, maybe a few of you, who said he's playing chess, and he's just ahead of everybody else. 30% approval rating from L. And that 37% approval rating is not true, but that's your opinion and what I've read somewhere. Okay, thank you, Nathan. Appreciate that. Nathan just put in here. Nathan put, Trump has just landed, if you don't mind, guys, on the White House lawn 2 hours ago. Thank you, Nathan. Hello. Amen. Amen, Debbie. Amen. Thank you, memberships, guys. Thank you, moderators, for being here. Thank you for Glorbell help sponsoring today's donation to the channel as we can continue our success to help out. For all your support. We welcome everybody on here, entitled their own opinion, but to have harm on any president of the United States, former presidents, or President Trump, simply for me, you better look yourself in the mirror a few times. I'm not hating on you. Put some cold water and think about some things. Now, it doesn't mean you have to support Trump. You don't have to do anything but pay taxes and be with the Lord. But to hope that somebody is not with us and hope harm on a president or any president is, for me, not good. Not good for your soul, not good for yourself. It's just not good. If you're just coming in, I'm reading what happened. I'll just say this for the last time. Trump has been missing for a couple of days. Some swollen on his hands. There reports that he was deceased and things happened, but it's not true. It's been confirmed that he's playing golf now. He's fine. He's back at the White House from a couple of subscribers. I cannot confirm that either 100%, but from one of my sources, I do believe he's playing golf. And that tells me if he's playing golf, he's probably not deceased, right? If you're playing golf, that means you're alive, right? If you're not playing golf, it doesn't mean you're deceased either. But if he's playing golf, that means that he's probably alive. Now, is he in perfect health? You know, I would say pretty close, except for some swelling on his hands. Again, if you're just coming in, Thursday and Friday, there was nobody see Trump. no public events. Reports that Trump is sick. His hands were from swollen up a little bit, some black and blue, and the doctor is probably going to do some blood work in the next couple of days or weeks. And that's where we're at. You're welcome. And that's where we're at. That's what we're talking about. Trump is alive. Okay? I know a lot of people don't want him alive, but he is alive. Now, thank you so much for the 75 likes. I really, really appreciate it as it helps our channel out continue. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe. We also help out the homeless when we can. I have shorts every single day. Now, I am on a little mini vacation, but I'm going to be still working here a little bit. I'm going to be going to Reno and helping out homeless here too, a few of them. I'm also meeting some representatives for homeless and making sure they're not forgotten, the veterans, as Trump has implemented to make the city safe. In Chicago. I'm not in Chicago, but I'm in Nevada, and he wants to relocate the homeless and help them out as much as we can, get them in safe environments. Now, there's some that are on the streets that are just not, they're participating in crime, and for those they need to prosecute, and not just homeless. So he's fighting crime. That's another thing I wanted to talk about today. He's doing really good on Chicago right now. There has been no murders in Washington now for 2 weeks. That's amazing. And there's been multiple arrests, and a lot of them are illegal people. So he is definitely doing a great part on helping out fighting crime. Guys, you understand something? Who in here is for fighting crime? Do you want to be walking down the street and having your kids or your wife or your husband or whoever seeing needles or seeing bottles over and worse than that, having somebody walk next to you real close and taking something or hurting you? No, the question is no, we don't want that. So he's out there fighting crime. And your city and state could be next. Could be next. Thank you, Lemon J. Thank you so much. Now, make sure if you are new, or even if you're not new and you've been here for a while, make sure you have all notifications set if you enjoyed the content, so we can you get notified, because I might be live again tonight. And again, I'm here in Carson City. Hoping I can bother my stepdaughter to go over to Reno and help out some homelessness there, and then back to Vegas on early Monday morning, right back at it again. Thank you, Mike, and helping out homeless in Las Vegas and supporting homeless. That's something I'm going to do until the day I die. I will continue to fight for homeless, whether they're Democrats out there, Republicans, white or black or Hispanic or gay, and I'll go farther. Even if they're illegal, I help them out, because that's what MAGA does. That's what we do. I don't ask them if they're illegal. I help them out, right? Even though I don't support people coming here illegal, we don't want them, you help out your fellow humans out on the street. And I know that because there's a lot of Democrat politicians who just don't care. They don't care about any of them. They don't even think they care about their own families sometimes. And I don't mean people on here. I don't mean you as a Democrat. I'm talking about some of these representatives, senators of states. They don't care. The old Democrats, yes. All right, I'm going to read a few comments here, guys, real quick. Maribel says, almost 100. Keep it going. We're getting there. We're getting there, Maribel. We got 82 likes. We have 312 in the chat. Thank you, George. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you. That's something that we've been doing. When I see we, me, my wife, my daughter, and everybody that is actually been here, moderators, but been here for a long time. And if you're new, well, how did I help? Just by being on here. Even if you don't like, you're helping. Yep. Continue to help out the people that are living on the streets. Let me make this clear. There's a lot of people who want to be out there, but we help them out as well. Thank you, Lemon J. Coming in number 3 in the top fans. Sal, not sure if you saw my message. Um, 1 hour ago, Trump is golfing in Virginia. Oh, golfing in Virginia. Thank you, Richard. I said Mar-a-Lago, so I stand corrected. Okay. So it's in Virginia. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate you. No, I didn't see it. The messages were moving a little quick, Richard, and I got the sun in my eye. Thank you so much for being here, Richard, and thank you for bringing the chat up to date. He's golfing in Virginia. Is she coming?
No, not yet. At 10, but she said she had to go Reno, so you maybe get to the homeless there.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, you want to
Thank
say hi?
for-
I got to get some water.
Go. It's over there.
Where?
Hi, everyone. Happy Labor Day weekend. A little bit tired. And I'm very upset with the stupid news this morning, but I don't think so. It's true. I hope it's not sick either, but a lot of prayers. I'm having a little fun with Sal here in Reno. Not Reno, Carson City and Lake Tahoe. Very pretty. Do a lot of prayers. I hope. I almost, like, my heart dropped when he told me, my daughter called me the Trump is there. I said, no, it can be. Okay, keep lying because Sal need lie to he get a nice channel here. Okay, Sal, you go. I don't like to talk. You know me. I want to go Reno now, and I want to go get a homeless with Sal. She want to go Reno to drop.
Oh, we're going to go to Reno?
Yeah, because she had to drop Olivia.
Oh, okay. So we are going to Reno.
She's babysitting dogs tonight.
Janine loves your hair. You did good on the camera. Better than me, Maribel. 100% better. So we are going to go to Reno. We're going to help out homeless in Reno. There's a homeless problem in Reno. Not as bad. Early preliminary, what I've seen, guys, what we're talking about right now, the end of our live is homeless. Not as bad as in Las Vegas or California. California's out of control. We talked about this with Gavin Newsom. Not going to get into that too much. But not as bad, but we still have a homeless problem. There's a homeless problem in Puerto Rico, homeless problem in Virginia, Denver, Oregon. So anyhow, we're coming to the bottom of our live, and the reports that Donald Trump was not with us on a live. It's not true. He's playing golf in Virginia, as Richard, our moderator, loyal subscriber, alluded to on here, and other subscribers that he is just fine. Well, you know, I'm sure he's not 100% fine. You know, he has definitely some swollen in the hand, but if he's playing golf, I'm sure the doctors. Look, if he's playing golf, I'm sure the doctors are okay with his health, right? I'm sure they're going to keep an eye on the black and blue of his hand. I'm sure they're going to get more blood work done, and we'll get an answer exactly what's going on. It doesn't mean he has any kind of heart problems, and even if he does, I'm sure they'll treat it. If he does. So hey, Ozzy, God bless you. Charles, how are you? We are waiting patiently for my daughter. We're going to be going to Virginia City. We are here in Carson City, about a block or two away from the capital of the mansion of the governor, Lombardo, our governor, and then we're going to go over to Reno and grab some sandwiches for the homeless people. Debbie's, our President Trump is fine. I think so. I think he's fine. We know his mind is fine. We know he's playing golf. He woke up this morning, but you know. Well, yeah, Maribel says his veins in his legs are fluid or swollen. Yeah, I mean, I can't confirm any of that, but I'm sure if there's anything serious, they're going to treat that. They wouldn't let him play golf today. Again, why social media blew up like this is because a couple things real quick, guys. J.D. Vance was asked, how's Trump's health? He says, perfectly fine. He goes, but if something happens, I'm ready to jump in. That opened up a little bit of things because they haven't seen Trump in 2 days because it's just been one of those no public events in 3 days, and people assume that he was deceased. It's not true. It did scare me. I was sleeping. Maribel woke me up. What time did you wake me up? 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 in the morning, saying Trump could be dead. Trump could be deceased. And I'm like, whoa. Time out. I see all these messages from people that are, some of them are representative. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here? But he's still with us. I know a lot of people are hoping that he's not with us, but he's still with us. Adam. Adam says he's got, welcome in. Adam says he's only got 6 to 8 months. Nobody knows how long any of us are going to be here, Adam. Let me tell you that, my friend. Marry Man 69 says, I say he's got 4 to 6 tops. Nobody knows nothing. We don't know. He can live another 20 years, and God forbid something can happen in 4 or 6 months. Only God knows. Wow. Somebody put that in as soon as I was going to put that in there. Ooh, I got a little bit of a chill. I was ready to put only God knows. And that came in right before I said it. So, amen. Nobody knows anything. Only person who knows is, as my grandfather would say, the man upstairs. The man upstairs. He's the only one who knows. We have a candle, and when that candle's out, it's out. When that candle's out, it's gone. So that's why you live your life. But anyhow, I got off topic a little bit. Trump is fine. And, you know, he could have a little bit of fluid. I don't know for sure. I know his hands are black and blue. I know that's not good, but it's not bad. And it's very treatable, you know. That's it, Richard. When that candle's out, it's out. So you enjoy your life, enjoy every moment. And for those who don't like Trump, that's fine. Don't let me change your mind. But to wish harm on any president, and that means Biden too, guys. I was the first person when they said he was ill. I don't wish anything wrong on him or any president or anybody. You know what I mean? That's me. All right, I'll read a few more. Carrie, welcome in, says candle is flickering. Somebody says Trump, JD Vance will be worse. I heard on TikTok he's gone. He's not gone. He's still with us. But thank you for your comment. Thank you, Dizzy. We have 86 likes, 264 in the chat as we speak. We got a generous donation from Glorbell. Shout out to Glorbell, help sponsoring the station. Shout out to the moderators for doing a great job. I don't give them enough credit, Maribel says. Thank you, moderators, for being here once again, supporting this channel. Whether you agree with me or disagree, moderators do a fantastic job moderating the channel and making sure that it's run perfect. Not almost perfect, but perfect. So thank you, Janine, Lemon J, Glorbell, Maribel, Mike M, Richard, Crystal, I think, was in here. If I missed any of the moderators, I apologize. I got some sun in my eye. Thank you, Ozzy, loyal subscriber. Thank you, all new subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Is he sick? No. Hello, hello, for those who are saying hi. We made it to 88 likes, Maribel. Thank you, Lemon J. Appreciate you. Ozzy Osbourne, may he rest in peace. Hello, George. Hey, Steven, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Steven. Thank you for letting us know. I do the same thing, Steven, when I on YouTube, just to let them know that I enjoyed the content. If I don't enjoy it, I don't say nothing at all, Steven. But I do say, hey, I like to subscribe. I appreciate that. I do the same thing. All right, thank you, Ozzy. I will. I'll have a beer for you, and I won't be driving, by the way. But according to the reports from my wife, we're going to be helping out some homeless in Reno. Bob, what's going on, Bob? So even on vacation, guys, we're if we see homeless people, we try to help. It might not be homemade, but we'll get a sandwich or something in the water. And I will put a short clip up later on too, if we make it there, which I think we will. Amen. Amen, Stephen. Or Stephen, sorry. This is Stephen. I'm sorry. I know I know people will get aggravated on that. Sorry about that, Stephen. Oh. That's your opinion, John. Welcome in anyhow, and God bless you anyhow. We have 92 likes. Got 92 likes, Maribel.
You have to complete 100.
Oh, Maribel says we need to hit 100. Amen, Ozzy. This country was built, tariffs. That was nice. Shout out to Glorbell. Shout out to Glorbell. Carrie, welcome in. Biden was never absent for months. Appreciate your comment. Johnny, you can't be a man of any God. I don't want to get on to that. Back and forth on God. Everybody has their own thoughts. I don't judge on this. I don't judge anybody. I know people, I'm friends with people who don't believe in God. I believe in God. Whatever I say this, believe in somebody. Believe in your Uncle Vinny or your Aunt Mary. It's good to believe in something. Let's see what else we got here. But again, if you're just coming in here, we're at the bottom part of our hour. We're waiting to go to Virginia City and then help out the homeless. Yeah, Biden was absent for 4 years. I will continue. This is what Ozzy says, but I will continue this. He was missing for 4 years. I'm going to say he was missing for 1972. What was 1972? What was 1972, guys? Well, 1972 is when Joseph Biden came into politics, so he's been missing for all those years. However, this is me talking. I don't wish anything on Biden. I never did, guys. I've been one of the few who come out and wish him well on his health. And I mean that. Yeah, my wife's in the background. Yeah. Salute. I drank a little too much last night, Ozzy. Man, I drank a little too much last night. I came in anyhow. Gotta laugh a little bit, guys. Gotta laugh. All right. We made it to 95 likes, but Maribel wants 100 likes. Who didn't hit the like on here? Because I'll find out. But what am I going to do about it? Nothing. And I won't find out. Yep. Eli says Biden was trash, but so was Trump. Bob says, where's Trump? Golfing in Virginia. Yeah, I was up early, Ozzy. You're right. You hear what Ozzy said? I was up early, so I couldn't have that many. No, I had a couple. I had two. Ozzy, I had one beer, like you care. I had one beer, two vodka, Greyhounds, and a cigar. I was okay. I did not drive. I walked. I walked right down this street right here. I walked about a mile back to the hotel. Uncle Charlie, what do you know? What do you see and what do you hear? Well, what are we seeing, what we hearing, Uncle Charlie? That Trump wasn't with us this morning. Maribel's waking me up. My phone's blowing up. Not blowing up. Trump is deceased. Trump's not with us. He's not alive, and simply wasn't true. What's going on, Uncle Charlie? We got 100 likes. Hey, thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate it. We're waiting patiently for my daughter. We're gonna got 100 likes. We're gonna be anyhow supporting the homeless in Reno later on today. I'll put some. I'll try to get a short on there if I could. And thank you so much. Hopefully you feel better. Some of you might feel better. Some of you might not feel better. That's up to you and your heart. But Trump is still with us. And again, is he in perfect health? Other than some fluid in his hand and his ankles that we can't confirm his ankles, but we can confirm his hand because of the photographers out there. It's black and blue. He could have some problems where they're going to do some blood work in the next couple of days or weeks. Other than that, he's playing golf. His mind is with us, with him, with us. And, social media blows up. And I understand how YouTube can go crazy with this. And, a lot of people want to go out there and have their views, and that's fine. I'm not knocking anybody. But to come out and wish these things, I think we draw the line there. And that's on any president, in my opinion. He's fine. He's with us. He's doing a fantastic job. He's fumbled the ball a little bit. I've said this before. Maybe he needs to slow down a little bit, but that's just my opinion. Not your opinion, not my wife's opinion, but my opinion. I am still a mega. I believe in Trump, but I think sometimes we all got to take a deep breath in life and just slow down the pace. It doesn't mean he's sick, and it doesn't mean he needs to lose a few pounds, but that's where we are. That's where we are on this Saturday. Trump is alive and with us, and he's doing a good job. As a lot of subscribers would say on here, he might not be perfect, but he is trying. And that's more than we had for the last 4 years. That's more than we had in Bush and other presidents, right? He is doing a great job. So, Hey guys, I'm gonna get off here right now. But now listen, if you're new or even if you're older subscribers, hit the all notifications if you like this content. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the donations. We'll be back on tonight at some point. There is college football. If you like college football, that's on today. Labor Day weekend. Put a burger on the grill and enjoy yourself when you can. And life is short. So mods need to chill out. Thank you for the donation. That is from Dylan. The mods need to chill out from Dylan. But Dylan, thank you for the donation, because we will pass it on to the homeless. So thank you for that generous donation. Have a great day, guys. Hey, listen, live your life. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. I almost said Memorial Day weekend. Labor Day weekend. Thank you. Enjoy yourself. I'm out. Take care, guys. Trump is fine. Prayers for Trump. God bless. See yous.